So in this video, I'm literally going to be explaining exactly how I scaled my business to 30K per month with using just paid ads. Now, this is not any cold outreach, any cold email, DMs, any kind of cold calling, nothing. I didn't do any kind of cold outreach. I literally just ran one simple ad campaign to a very simple funnel, and I'm able to book 4 to 5 qualified sales calls every single day. And I was able to scale to 30K per month within the first 2 to 3 months of running this business. Now, like I said before, this is just with paid ads, and I'm going to show you how powerful paid ads are if you can use them correctly and you understand how to take what the market wants and put it in front of their eyes. So as you can see here, right, this is just 29K cash collected on Stripe as a processing platform. We take other processing platforms as well, okay? So for context, I run a marketing agency / growth operating business, which means we work with other businesses, coaches, agency owners, and we help them build out client acquisition systems, okay? So we're internally like a growth operator, growth partner, whilst also working with them on their marketing, on their sales, all of these things, right? And like I was saying before, the best part is I did this all without having to send one cold DM, a cold email, or do any cold outreach. And I'm telling you right now, if you are reliant on cold outreach, like you are still doing cold outreach in 2024, you are doing something very wrong. And if you don't have a system to get clients every single month through the door, right? If you don't have something in your business where you know exactly where your next client is going to come from, then you're doing something very wrong as well, right? So I'm going to run through exactly what I did in my business to set up this ad funnel so you can literally just copy and paste it, right? I don't care about competition. I don't care if you copy me because I know that this works and everyone else can do it and my ads will still work fine. So I'm going to run through how all of this works. So I set up a simple ad campaign and I let it run and it was able to get clients to come to me, right? This whole process is an inbound process, which means I just set up one simple ad campaign, right? And all the traffic is directed into my inbound funnel, which then gets calls booked onto my calendar. So scaling with paid ads is very simple, and people think it's complicated. People think that you must have a really good understanding of meta ads. You must know the best targeting. You must be the best media buyer. But simply put, in 2024, okay, you don't need to know really much about paid ads. You don't need to have the best targeting. You don't need to be the best media buyer. This couldn't be further from the truth, right? I'm someone who literally learned paid ads, in a couple weeks to a month. And now what I can do is I can take that skill that I learned and apply it to my businesses and other businesses and grow using a paid ads infrastructure, which is what I'm going to be showing you. Now, the first thing you need to start getting clients, clients through paid ads is a good offer, right? Simply put, you need a good offer and a good niche. Now, the way you create a good offer is you need to give the market something they want or desire rather than what you think they want, okay? A lot of people mess up and they start selling their service in their ads or in their marketing. They sell like that they do SEO, that they do Facebook ads, that they do outbound acquisition for businesses, right? That is not what you're trying to sell. What you're trying to sell is the result that your niche wants. So for example, I work with agency owners and coaches, and what they want is clients, right? Any marketing agency or coach want clients, they want revenue, they want sales calls. So what you're going to be doing in your offer is you're going to be giving them the thing that they want, not the service that you think that they need, okay? This is where a lot of people get it wrong. Now, after you've actually given them a result that they want, right, something that they genuinely desire, you must give the result in a time frame which is also desirable. So if you can only get them 2 clients in 6 months, well, that's not going to be very desirable, right? And you need to set up a part of your fulfillment where you're able to get people that result a lot quicker and get it to them in a time frame which is a lot more desirable, okay? So once you have the time frame set up of when exactly you are going to be getting them that desirable result, you then must have a guarantee that you can actually fulfill on. Okay, there's no point being able to offer someone something if you can't actually guarantee it and you can't fulfill on it, right? So if you set up an offer in a way where you're giving someone exactly what they want, you're giving it to them in a time frame which is extremely desirable, and you have a guarantee to back up your claim, then you are going to get a lot of interest in what you have to sell, and you're automatically going to have way more sales calls on your calendar, way more people interested, and overall, you're going to be a lot more in a better spot for your business, right? And the next thing you're going to need, or I mean, this should really come before the offer, is a good niche. Okay. You need to find a niche which has a lot of pain. Okay. You need to find a niche where you know that they have a problem and they will pay money to solve that problem. Okay. And you also want to know that they have the money to alleviate the problem. You don't want to go after a niche where they don't have a lot of money, they're not able to afford your services. You want to find a niche which has a lot of pain and has that money to alleviate their pain. Now, the next thing as well is low competition, right? If you find a niche with low competition where the market's not saturated, and this isn't even that important. I'm in the most saturated market there is, right? Marketing agents and coaches. Everyone's a guru these days, but I'm still able to succeed because I have the other following things, right? The market has a lot of pain and people have the money to alleviate that pain. And as well, I have a good offer, right? So if you're able to make an offer, a good offer, and find out a good niche, okay, you're going to crush it, right? You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're working with, a horrible niche, but you have an amazing offer, because at the end of the day, they won't be able to afford your service. Nobody's going to be able to convert as a client. So you need to find kind of the balance between both a really good offer and a really good niche. If you can do that, your agency, your coaching business, whatever you do is going to grow, right? It's going to grow exponentially. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, cool, Drake, thanks for letting me know I need a good offer and a good niche. I already knew that, right? But can you explain to me how your ad system actually works? How are you booking 4 to 5 qualified sales calls every single day? Now, just for reference, this is a client that we're working with. Right now, we're booking him $32 calls. So $30 calls, we booked him 20 calls, and he's already going to scale to 20, 30, 50K per month very quickly, because we've built out this system where he can simply just put X amount of money in and get X amount of money back, right? And if you have a system where you can just put in $30, and book, a call for every time you put in $30, well, you have a system where you can scale that infinitely, right? Now, you must create an ad which follows the following framework. A lot of people mess up the ad creative, and this is the most important part. When you're making an ad, you don't want to sell your service. Like I was saying before, you want to sell your offer to the niche that you're working with. So you must follow the following ad framework, which is proven and which is exactly what I use for my business. So first of all, the niche call out. You will be calling out the exact niche, the exact ideal client that you want to work with in the first 5 seconds of your ad. Once you've done that, you will then do the offer call out. So what exactly is the offer that you are offering to that market? And you want to make it as desirable as you can, whilst also being able to fulfill on it. So once you've called out the niche, once you've had your offer call out, you then want to just basically spam that ideal client with results in your ad. Okay. So if you have any case studies, anything that you can show, you want to basically, show as many results as you possibly can. So just basically run through all the results you have. Now, if you're thinking, I don't really have any results, well, then you're going to need the next step to kind of push you through that. And that's explaining how your process works in a way which is unique, which is new, which is going to be able to basically convince the prospect that even though, you don't have many results, your process looks really good. It looks like it works. It looks like it's new. It looks like it's unique. It has all these things that will convince the prospect to book a call with you without having any results. So the next step, explaining how your process works. Run them through the systems you have. Run them through, why your service is unique. And then after that, you have a book a call to action. So you get them to book a call, right? You have a call to action. It basically says, look, if this sounds interesting to you, then book a call below and we'll run you through exactly how all this works in your business, right? Now, if you follow this simple framework, and I'm telling you right now, it's simple. Okay, it's simple, but it's not easy, right? A lot of people get it wrong. Running paid ads is extremely simple, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be easy, because there's so many things that end up coming up that you don't know, what to do, or you don't really understand what to do when a certain challenge comes up or a bottleneck that you're facing in your business. But however, if you want to scale really quickly, then paid ads is extremely easy and simple to do that. Now, the next thing you want to do once you've gotten the book a call to action, your ads all out, you want to push all of that traffic to a funnel, right? With a VSL, which converts. So I will show you my funnel right now. Like I said, I don't care if you copy me. I don't care about competition, right? As you can see, I have a super simple funnel. Like, this is very simple. It took me like 10 minutes to set up. And as you can see, I rather use Google Slides rather than a VSL, just because I found that to convert a little bit better. Okay, so that's just personal preference from what I found to convert better in my market. And as you can see, literally this is it. Okay, you could click in, schedule a call, and it's that easy. Now, as you can see, this has booked me 177 sales calls just for this month. And I think this week, this is what my closers calendar is looking like, right? It's Monday and we're nearly booked ahead for the week. So I know it doesn't seem like many calls. Like you probably think, oh, I mean, it's not a bad amount of calls, but this is only on $100 a day on ad spend, right? I don't spend that much on ads. Now, if next month I want to, double this, well, then I'm just going to double my ad spend, right? So looking at this now on $100 a day on ad spend, if next week I'm thinking, cool, I know I want to get more clients, I can take on more clients, I'm ready to grow, I'll just go into the ads manager and just double my ad spend. And next week I'll have double this volume. And this is only $100 a day on ad spend. So as you can see, from a very simple funnel, from a very simple process, this works, okay? So as I showed you, I just push all traffic to that VSL and then they're booking a call. Once you have this set up, you will then have a repeatable system to continuously get new clients every single month, okay? You now have a process where you know that if you put in X amount of dollars or X amount of money, you're going to get X amount of money back and you are going to be able to grow your business in a way which is scalable, consistent, and it's actually a thing that you can control. It's not like cold outreach where you don't know if someone's going to reply to you. You genuinely know when your next call is going to get booked in and you know exactly when your next client's going to come through as long as you have a consistent closing rate. So as you can see, this process works, right? 177 calls on the calendar. This entire process is something that I'm going to be using in my business forever and I use for all of my clients. So if this interests you at all, like you want to have a chat about it, you think like, cool, I want this in my business, book a call with me. I'll have it in my description. This isn't a sales call or anything. This is to my calendar or my closer's calendar. So you're going to be speaking to me directly and I'll literally just run through this whole system, how we can set it up for your business. So in regards to your niche, your offer, whatever, right? So hopefully this all made sense. You can go and copy and paste it. But yeah, that's it, guys.